So the four quadrants is a combination used to really describe personality type, and it's related to the type table. And if you're interested in knowing more about the four quadrants, be sure to watch the video entitled the MBTI Type Table. So these quadrants combine the energizing preferences, or where we get our energy, which would be extroversion or introversion, and our perceiving preferences. Our perceiving preferences would be sensing or intuition. Then the quadrants fall into an introversion sensing, a extroversion sensing, introversion intuition, and extroversion intuition. The introverted sensor is a very thoughtful realist, and within a work environment, they're going to look at what really needs to be done, and they're going to pay the most attention to that. They tend to prefer work environments which are quiet, reflective, and very thoughtful, and they really need regular hours because they like the idea of having something that is scheduled and a plan that they can depend upon. They love that procedures are followed and rules are kept, and they prefer to communicate through the written word. They have a focus of having practical considerations, and they're going to learn by seeing what needs to be applied or what the needs are. And they're going to learn through reading and observing. Their focus within their organization is really continuity. They don't like change very much. But when they do need to change something, they're going to be able to look and see the difference between what should be kept and what really needs to change and to go. The IN, which is the thoughtful innovator, is an introverted intuition, and they have a leadership style of looking at what ideas and what needs to be done through those ideas. They tend to prefer an environment that is quiet and reflective and thoughtful, and although they like to plan, they don't mind that their hours are sporadic as long as they know when they're going to really need to be there. They don't mind having procedures. In fact, they like having procedures, and they prefer written words and research time. Their focus tends to be on intangible thoughts and tangible theories, processes, concepts, ideals, anything that is intangible. They love that. And they prefer to learn in an organization through reading and reflecting, but they like to learn just because it's there. They love to create something new. They tend to have a focus within their organization of a vision. They love R&D, research and development. And when change is needed, they tend to internalize it, and it needs to be involved with their visions and their future. The extroverted sensor is an action-related realist, or an action-oriented person. Their leadership style is doing. They're always on the go. They're action-oriented, and that bleeds into their work environment. They're energetic, outgoing, active, but they do like to have very scheduled hours. Their implementation is that they really like to be out and about and seeing what needs to be done and doing it. They prefer to verbalize. They are a verbal person. Very communication oriented is when they are face to face is more important to them than anything else. Their focus is practical actions. They want actions that are going to create something or to be effective and do something of importance. Their learning focus is that they want to know what is relevant to help them to do something, and they do that and they learn through doing. They are a hands-on experiential learner. Their organizational focus is results. They are results oriented, whether that be in production or sales or manufacturing or research. They want to see results all the time. When they're faced with change, they're really going to wonder if the change is related to efficiency and effectively. They want to make sure that everything is going to be effectively implemented and efficiently implemented. EN, this is an extroverted intuition, and they're an action-oriented innovator, and they love to participate in leadership through enthusiasm. They are like an evangelist. They're going to pump up their people and get them happy. Their work environment is very outgoing, it's active, it's energetic. They don't care if they have regular hours or not, but what they do prefer is that they get to work when they have those bursts of energy. They want to make sure that all of their time is done with new things, and they really rely on that verbal processing. They want to be able to communicate with people in a face-to-face situation. They focus in their work time on systems, processes, and relationships. They're very, very interested in how processes work in relationship to people. They like to learn in a work environment through talking, and they don't mind acting out ideas, so role playing. But their focus is really going to be on how to learn in a fun way that is going to really implement and involve creativity and insight. When they are looking at their organization, they love to see change, and they approach change with excitement and enthusiasm, especially if it's going to be something that's innovative or new.